We are living in a data-driven world, and it's only going to be more so tomorrow and into the future. To make the right decisions for any business to succeed, we need the right data, right? Through cutting-edge analytics, we are now charting the path for consistently taking impactful decisions. I believe today data is information and information is power. And I'm sure every data enthusiast out there will resonate with this. Hello dear viewers, I'm Nilanjana, a data scientist at ABN Web. And I'm super excited to welcome you all to the series of I Wish My Boss Told Me That podcast. This segment is quite different from the earlier episodes. Based on the popular demand in this series, Tapping the Untapped with Analytics, we will try to give you a glimpse of how analytics impacts us all. This is especially relevant to all those analytics devotees out there who are just starting off their journey or striving to make it big in this ever-changing but equally captivating industry. We have a power-packed agenda for you today, dear viewers, and without further delay, let's welcome our special guest, a data champion at ABI. Welcome to the podcast, Ankit. We are so happy to have you here, and thank you for taking out time for us.
Thanks, Nilanjana. I'm happy to be here.
So before we dive into anything, Ankit, can you tell us a bit more about yourself and how did you get into data analytics?
Sure, Nilanjana. So currently I'm leading the ML Engineering and ML Ops Guild at ABI. I've been with ABI for almost 5 years now. If I look back, what really excited me about the field of analytics and data science is two main things, right? First, I think when we are building analytical products, even though it's of commercial nature, but you can still see the real world impact that we are creating with our business or with our consumers, how it's impacting their purchase behavior, and the results of what we are creating is very on your face, right? So that's very interesting and exciting and motivating to actually see how your products are making an impact, right? And I think the second exciting thing about data science is it never gets boring. So there is always new challenges, new problems to solve. You reach a milestone, there is a new one that you need to cross, right? So I think for these reasons, I got into data science, and I have been here since.
I'm sure many of our viewers would resonate with the same.
Yeah.
Right. So we just want to understand a bit about the Growth Analytics Center. You know, we have started off with GAC started off with a very small team here, and it has right now went on to become a data intelligence system for the company, right?
Yeah.
So how did this transition happen?
Yeah, so if I look back, I think GAC started somewhere around 2013 with a single project that we started with was a conjoint analysis for promotion optimization, right? And the journey since then has been a phenomenal journey, right? So GAC has been year on year delivered constant revenue for our business. We have grown exponentially if you look at the history every year. And if you look at the more recent trends, right? So GAC has not only been known for results and innovation, but we are also known for our culture and what we are doing in the industry as a benchmark. So you might have heard GAC was recently voted as the best place to work for data scientists, right? We did a lot of work with MIT professors on test and control and experimentation that was awarded this year, a few months back. One of our analytical product, catexpert.ai, was voted as the best AI ML product across all India COEs on ML and AI space. So as you can see, right, you know, it's GAC has been growing with its results and culture and innovation in all the spectrum of where we get involved.
I think kudos to the team, right, Ankit? We did get so many accolades this year, and we hope it keeps growing every year, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think, had been our game-changing initiatives? How did we come so far?
Yeah, so if you think about beer as a product and the journey that it goes through, right? So starting from, let's say, harvesting the crops, then it goes to our factories where it gets converted into ABI products, and then if you think of the logistics, then it reaches the warehouses, then on the commercial side of it, digital side of it, and then finally it reaches store near you, right? So if you think of this entire journey, there is a lot of data in each space, and when there is data, basically that's where GAC also gets involved to help our businesses make better and more impactful decisions, right? So we are right there hand in hand with our business to support them to make better decisions throughout this journey. Now, in terms of products, if I talk about that a little bit, all the GAC initiatives can be broadly classified into two different categories. So first is on the commercial side of things. So if you think of, like a recommender system or a forecasting engine or promotion optimization or all the work that we are doing for our digital platforms, all they are coming under the commercial wing of what we do. And then there is a lot of work happening on the non-commercial side, let's say on inventory management, capacity planning, or people analytics, logistics, all of these, right? So on the non-commercial aspect also we do a lot of work.
Right. You have said so much about, like the different fields and the domains that we are working on currently at the same time, right? Now, there are so many companies out there who are actually who have sort of made a mark in data science domain.
Yeah.
Now, how do you think ABI is different from those companies?
Yeah. Nilanjana, if you ask me, I think every company is going through its own journey, which is unique in their own way. Every company is trying to figure out what works for them, what doesn't work for them, right? What is the right solution for them?
Right.
If I talk about ABI, right, I think we had a big shift on how we do things at GAC recently. We started moving away from solutions and into building products as of last year or two. And just to enable that, we also established technical guilds last year.
Like you mentioned about guilds, so how exactly, what are the strategy or transformation that we have envisioned, for GAC to become a leader domain in this space?
Yeah. So Nilanjana, we basically have 4 different guilds, right? So we have ML Engineering and Software Engineering Guild, which I am currently part of. We have a Data Science Guild, we have a Data Engineering Guild, and then we have finally an Agile Guild as well. So when we want to build a solution or a product, basically teams from all these 4 different guilds come together to make a unified cross-functional squad. And it is this squad which works on solving a business problem to build a sustainable product for our market, right? So if you compare this to, let's say, a couple of years how things were in GAC, I think that's a bigger change that we have brought in, from moving away from data science heavy teams to a cross-functional squads comprising of all these different skill sets to build products which are not only delivers the business value, but these products are also sustainable and scalable.
I totally agree with you on this, Ankit. I think creating and building products are quintessential for making a mark or growing into this domain, right?
Yeah.
So, but then how do you think ABI is leveraging productization?
So Nilanjana, if you think of the scale of ABI, right, so we have presence in many different countries, many different geographies. It is obvious that we will have similar set of problems across different geographies. Obviously, at times, there would be customizations and changes that we need, which are country specific, but the core of the problem remains same. And that's where this whole shift from building solutions to building products comes into play, so that we build things that can scale to a new country in a sustainable and easy manner, with less effort, with less duplication of code and low time to market, right? That's why we started to move to a more software centric approach of building analytical products.
Right. Ankit, you have mentioned so many things about, for getting a great product out there. So I'm pretty sure our viewers are wondering what could be next for GAC.
Yeah, so as part of this journey that I've been talking about in this podcast, right, I think the next step we are doing in our product evolution journey is to build a global analytical product platform. So if you think of ABI, we have a lot of distributed teams across the globe who work on various analytical products. Now what we need to do is we need to centralize our core competencies. So that's what we are trying to build, a central platform that will support automated deployments of analytical products in a much faster way, and also a lot of our core competencies would be inherently part of this platform, right? So we will still support distributed teams, and that is the way in the future, but we will do it in a way which is more organized and which is more sustainable.
Ankit, now shifting focus to individuals in GAC, right?
Yeah.
People like us who have just started off their data science journey, couple of years into this domain, and they are striving out there to make some mark, in this domain. So what career advice would you give to people like us?
Yeah, Nilanjana, I think you are already at an expert level. I don't have anything for you.
Managers, please keep a note of this.
Yeah, but if I talk in general, right, I think one thing that I notice which should be beneficial for a lot of people is to have a higher perspective in mind when you are thinking of building an analytical solution. So what we tend to focus a lot again on the algorithmic side, but we need to look at the bigger picture and see how the data engineering aspect plays into it, how the software engineering pieces, how the ML engineering pieces fit to it, how the deployment of the product will look like, what business impact will it create, right? So have that overall view, the eagle view of the entire system before you dive deep into one particular segment or aspect of the solution.
Thank you for the amazing advice. Viewers, please take a note. With this, Ankit, we come to an end of the easy part. We will be wrapping it up with a set of questions from the rapid fire round. Okay, are you excited?
I'm actually a little scared.
Okay, so you need to answer these questions as fast as you can.
Okay, I'll try.
So here comes your first question. What is that advice you wish your boss had told you?
I think the advice would be it's okay to fail, and not just to fail, but even to fail big, as long as you are learning something from it and you ensure that you don't make the same mistakes again.
Which book every leader should read?
Radical Candor. I think that's a book I read a few months back, and that's something which is a must for anybody who's leading people.
Okay. Where we could see Ankit spending most of his time apart from work?
I am a big consumer of stories, so I like to, watch movies, shows, go to the theater.
Movie buff.
Yeah, definitely. I also like to travel a bit.
Oh, great. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
I prefer DC usually, but if you talk about Marvel, I think it's Doctor Strange.
That is common with me. If not for analytics, which career path you would have chosen?
Physics, for sure.
And Ankit would have been a physicist.
Definitely, in some other world.
Thank you so much, Ankit. It was super fun. Thank you for being such a sport, and we had an amazing time interacting with you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for sharing once again your amazing insights.
Thank you.
With this, viewers, we come to an end of the podcast. Stay tuned for more interesting conversations. Here we are signing out from the podcast team of ABI. Goodbye.